This tutorial is to get more familiar with the command line, specifically Windows PowerShell. For your Windows laptop, this should have already come fully installed, and you can find it by typing in PowerShell. And then we can also open up our File Explorer. Most of us are more familiar with using the File Explorer to navigate around to all of our different files and folder structures. So today we're going to learn how to do that in the command line. So here we see PS stands for PowerShell. So the path it's showing us right here is C, the C drive in the users folder, and we are in the LANA folder. So if we go there in our File Explorer, we would go to this PC and we see local disk C, which is what that is right here, C:, and then we have a slash because we are going into another directory, which here we go into users because it says users, and then we look for the user LANA because that's the other folder, and here we are in the LANA folder. So if we want our first command, we can do pwd, which stands for print working directory. And it shows you that this is the path, which is where we are. And here, if we highlight this, it would be the exact same path that we see here. Another command that we can do is ls. That stands for list, and that will list out everything in this current directory. And we can also see here, that is what is in there. We can do ls-s, which will give us all of our files, and it will give us our file sizes as well. And honestly, I don't know what a lot of this means for mode. I don't think I'm ever going to need to know what that means. ls-s-h is supposed to give us what we just saw in a human readable format. And when it goes on and on forever like this, we can if I hit it again, we can do Control C, and that will take us out of whatever process we were just in. We can also change directories. Before I do that, there's a lot of stuff here. Luckily, it lets me scroll down. But if I had to look at all of this, I could type CLS, and that will clear everything that was just on my screen. But if I hit my up arrow, it will still show me all of my recent commands. So it saves those. Let's create a new directory or folder. If we look in our File Explorer, maybe we're used to right-clicking and hitting New Folder. Then it creates us a new folder. What we can do over here is mkdir, and then let's just call it My New Folder. Then we hit Enter, and it shows us here that it was created on this date at this time. And if we look over here, it was just created. Nothing is in it. But that is what it is now. So ls in our command line, we see that it is also here. So then to go into that directory, we can do cd and start typing my new, and it doesn't have to be in the same format as far as capital or lowercase. And you can hit tab and it will autocomplete, showing that it's gonna, it knows that that exists, and it will suggest it. You can hit enter, and now you are in that working directory. If you are in working directory, you will see that now you are in that folder. If we do an ls, it will list out nothing because nothing is in there. We can clear out our screen to have more room. we can create something. I believe it is new item PowerShell, and let's just call it test.txt. Make it a text file, and it shows that it was created. We type ls, it shows us that there's something in there now. If we go to our File Explorer and we look in here, this is our test. Okay, so now that we have just created that file, let's delete it. We can do rm, start typing our test.txt and autocomplete, do an ls, and it is no longer there. We see that it was also deleted from this side. If we do cd space ... that will take us out of the directory that we were just in. It will take us back. So if we do ls, we can see everything that's in there. We will remove directory. rmdir is what we would use to remove the directory for my new folder. And we autocomplete, we hit enter. We see that it was just removed from File Explorer. And we can do CLS over here to clear out, do an ls to give us our list, and it has been removed. Something else that we can do is make another directory called test, and then we make a file called new file.txt. But now our new file.txt, it's just sitting out in this open Lana directory, and maybe we want it in a folder. So we can move it to our test folder. So we can do mv, which is for move, and we can type new file and autocomplete space. And because we want it in a directory, we're going to use that slash saying that we want it in there. We're going to autocomplete to test. And it doesn't like it because we don't have others. Move it. Is that how we do it? That's how we do it. See, sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Boom. Okay, so we've moved it. Now that we've spent all of this time, let's delete it. Delete it. We can also use del to delete a file. We will autocomplete, ls, nothing is in there. We can make a new item called I will copy, because we're going to make a copy of it. So we can do cp for copy and type I will copy, and then we can autocomplete again. I believe that means it will try to make a copy of it with the same name. That'll probably not like it though, because it is the same name, which is exactly what it just told me. So we'll put a 2 there, and then it's done. Now we have 2 files. Very, very unique names. Okay, so also fun fact, we can do get help, and it'll just give us help. What else can we do? Set location. The location is also, so SL stands for set location. That will take you basically just like how change directory works. It sets your location, it changes your directory. That is just another way that you can maneuver in and out of directories and folders. Same thing with CHDIR. Stands for the same thing, change directory, just another way of writing it. And we can go back into our test folder. Guess the last thing I'm gonna do is clean up my mess. If I look in test, oh, see, so we're in templates. The other thing, it does autocomplete. Maybe that auto-completed templates because it is in alphabetical order. What is templates? I don't even have access to it. We already knew that. Okay. Remove directory. Test. Yes, you want to delete all of them. It's asking if you want to delete everything in there. Boom. Nothing. That's it. Hopefully this was helpful and not a total waste of your time. Hopefully you can now easily navigate around the command line more comfortably than you were before, and you can show your friends how cool you are that you don't have to use File Explorer like them. Thank you and have a lovely day. Bye.